Hey guys, be here with another video for Whimsy stamps, and I am so excited to use this product. You'll see why. But we're gonna be using the Ink War and Shadow die set, and this is why I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite movies ever. One of my girls and I watch it all the time, especially during Halloween, Christmas. We love it, love it, love it. And we're gonna be using this one right here. And this is the Edward clear stamp set. Then we're going to be using the potion bottle die set, this amazing paperback, you guys. This one is the Gothic Glow 6x6. Each paper in this collection, in this paperback, is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if it's because I adore purple and it's like my favorite color, but these papers are, oh my goodness. Then we're going to be using some distress inks and distress outside. You know, if you have seen my videos before, you know that I love inks, especially these ones. I love blending them, I love using them. So we're going to be using Twisted Citron, Mow Lawn, and Rustic Wilderness. And we're also going to be using Vintage Photo and Ground Espresso. Let's go ahead and make a card. Here's my stamp, and the great thing about this stamp is that there's very little coloring. For those of you that are not very confident coloring, or maybe don't like coloring, you can leave it black and white as is. I know his outfit is all black, and I just wanted to leave it black and white as so. And for his face, I use C4, C3, C2, C1, and for his eyes, I don't know if you can see them, I use BG02. It's a very light blue, maybe you can see it there. So here's my image. I am going to set him aside, and we're gonna go ahead and get going with the card. With the potion bottle die, you get all these amazing dies to complement your bottle. I am not gonna use these right now. What I did was, with white cardstock, I cut it like this. I didn't separate my die at all. I want to keep it that way. That way it's already centered for me. And then I cut it again with the pattern paper from the Gothic Glow paperback. And I saved the border for another project. I am sure I am going to use it. And then for the cork, I don't know if you can see here that the paper has a little texture. So this is watercolor paper, because I thought maybe when I ink it, it's gonna show that texture already, and that is really good if you don't have like cork paper, you know, like pattern paper that it's cork. Or another way that you can do this is color it with your alcohol markers and then add dots, so you get that texture look to the cork. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna speed through this part, but for our cork, we're gonna be using Vintage Photo, and then I'm gonna do some speckling with Ground Espresso and a brush. And for the border of my potion bottle, I'm gonna do Twisted Citron, Mow Lawn, and Rustic Wilderness. As always, when I work with inks, remember to go back and forth between the inks so you get a really nice smooth blend. So here I am showing you the texture of it. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. I think this was a really good idea. So I think I am actually not gonna do the ground espresso. I am going to leave it as is. Here's my car base. I have chosen to do a 6x6 this time because I want everything to fit. And then I chosen this paper. This paper reminds me so much of where his house is, up in the hill. And then I don't think there's a cemetery down. I can recall, even though I watch the movie all the time. But it reminds me a lot of it. So I am gonna go ahead and glue this paper down here and continue putting all the items for my card. Okay, so I am going to add the bottle maybe around here because I don't want to cover the house completely, and I want my word to be here, my sentiment. So the whole idea for me is to put him inside the bottle, and I think I am gonna have to cut a little bit of him so he can actually fit and you can actually kind of see him. I feel like when he's in that house, he's like trapped, so I want to put him inside the bottle, like I guess a metaphor of being trapped. But I am gonna go ahead and add the background first. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my acetate and see where we put him then. Okay, so here is ready. At this point, if you wanted to make a shaker card, you could, but I'm not gonna do that this time. I know I love shaker cards, they're my favorite cards to make, but what I wanted to do is create that reflection of a bottle. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go ahead and add some double-sided tape here and here so I can glue him trapped in the bottle, but I want his head to look more like we can see his head more than his feet. And then go ahead and glue this down. I am going to speed through this part, but you're going to be able to see what I am doing. Here I have the word ick that I have cut with the ick word and shadow die set. I used this stitch one, and then I added some white acrylic marker to add something extra to my word. And then here's my sentiment. Ick, are you okay? I just think it's so funny. So I have popped this on foam squares because I feel the card is too flat and needs some dimension here. So I'm gonna go ahead, put all this down, maybe add some enamel dots or sequins that I have there and show you how it looks like. And here's how my card turned out. I absolutely love it. I added some enamel dots from my stash and I think it looks fantastic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, don't forget to join our Facebook group to be inspired by all the posts the design team posts there, and also fans of Whimsy stamps. I will see you next time.